Yes. Sporting it. I got to get myself a hat.
Dude, Amazon, $8. I literally have, I think, 6 or 7 of them.
That's sick.
My wife wears them with me, so in public, we're like the only ones in the whole, I think, state of Idaho. Everybody's voting from here, but no one wears anything for them. It's weird. I'm like, are you guys embarrassed or ashamed? I mean, if you are, go vote for someone else.
Like secretly, they think it's a little risky to risque,
Yeah, like if you don't want to vote, cool, go for someone else. But man, at least show some support. I mean, that's like, I don't know, it's like having a favorite NBA or NFL football team, and you don't want anybody to know you like them because they might not be good or might have a fault or they might win. Like, come on. At any rate, okay, I'm opening up the chapter. You guys there?
Yeah, I'm pulling up on
Awesome. Here we go. Accounting 202. Content. Have any of you guys got on any class discussions?
in Econ.
Oh. Like I said, Econ 150. That's embarrassing.
We're just doing accounting, so it's fun.
That's why. Have you guys got online and met with the professors at all ever?
No.
Okay.
No.
I used to, but I'm fine with not. It was like, hey, it's better. Group quiz, boom, due.
So it says my test is actually due the 16th at 1 a.m. for me.
Huh. I don't know where mine went, but I'm sure it's got to be similar.
That's the night of the 15th, which is, I think it's like Friday or Saturday.
Today's the 11th, so that would be Saturday, right? 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. It is.
Here we go. Number 1.
Oh, wait, this is the wrong quiz.
We're doing a quiz on GDP today, man.
No, I know. Wait, this one says lesson 5 quiz. That's not the quiz we want, right? Or is that?
We're doing lesson 5, chapter 10 group quiz.
Yeah, see, I'm not there. Okay. It's coming. Here we go. Here's the group quiz.
Yeah, you were doing the other quiz, individual quiz, I think. All right. Man.
Boom. Dark quiz. So, good old Dallin and I went and did a little extra studying this week. So we got most of our answers already. We'll see if they line up with yours.
Because I'm about ready to be shown up by Jessica every week. Believe that.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's all good. So GDP, Jessica, the number 1. You guys ready, Taylor? I say it's B.
Yep.
Jessica, and yes, it's B. What do you got?
B.
Okay. Number 2 is the one I'm split on. I'm not 100% sure. According to the circular flow diagram of GDP, it's either A or D.
I did C.
And I can't, I honestly looked. I even asked Taylor. We had the diagram right in front of us.
All right, well, it's good. Let's go over it.
Lesson 5. So we're on chapter 10.
Oh, wait, I know this one. Let me find it in the book.
Do you? Okay, well, good. Flow chart's on 197, the actual chart.
Okay, so under the picture, the chart, it says we can compute it for this economy in one of 2 ways. By adding up the total expenditure, or...
Oh, where are you seeing this? What page?
I don't know the number. I just printed this stuff.
Huh.
It's like
197, 198, I think is where we're at.
10.1 section.
Yes.
Okay.
So here it says it's either the expenditure or the total income. I mean the profit. So it's one of the ways. So this way GDP can be computed either this way or that way. That's why I thought it's C. But I don't know, guys.
According to the circuit photogram, GDP can be computed.
Here, check it out. Yeah, dude, on figure 1, it says in that little bit, it says GDP equals the total amount spent by households in the market for goods and services. And then it says it also equals the total wages, rent, and profit paid by firms in the markets for the factors of production. So it looks like it's either going to equal one of those numbers.
Yeah.
So it either equals going one way or it equals going the other way.
Silence.
So I don't know. I'm still confused because somewhere I read that it has to have computed by payments and firms.
Which is correct.
I think that's just one way to do it. Here we go, dude. GDP measures this flow of money. We can compute it with it. All right, here you go. So that's page 197, the second paragraph down, where it says GDP measures.
Okay. Yep. We can compute.
All right, so let's see. Yeah. We can compute it
Yeah, that's the one
this
that I was talking about.
Okay.
in one of two ways. By adding up the total expenditure by households
Or
by adding up the total income paid by firms.
yeah.
How are they? Good. Good. Okay.
They better be good. Were they like, oh yeah, I know.
Well done, Jessica.
Thank you. Did you see those questions before doing
For what?
before doing the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. That's better actually when we do that.
Yeah, it makes it go a lot faster.
Yeah.
We're going to fly through it this week.
Nice.
Yeah, so my grandma was actually born in the Ukraine. So I have
wow.
I got family out there.
Oh,
And then my grandpa on my other side was born in Scotland. So
wow.
but I'm Canadian.
that's way cool.
So I'm a little bit everything.
Okay. Life's busy, guys. I tell you what. So did I miss it? Number 2. Did we get a final?
Yeah, dude, it's
It
C.
is C because that question says either or.
Correct.
Right.
For the sales of goods and services or. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Perfect. 3 is what? A?
A.
A.
4. A.
Yep.
Yeah.
5. 3 twos. B.
Well, A or B. I think it's
A.
B though. Makes more sense.
A or B on 5 is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
And the reason I did it is I just multiplied it out. So I suppose the economy produces this many units at $3, this many units at $1. So it'd be 60,000 for A and 40,000 for B. The production of a good A, contributes your, no.
So I don't
I read-
understand this part which says times as much. Is like adding to it or?
Oh, I didn't read the last part, so I think I'm wrong here.
I don't know. My English is not that good.
So what's that?
Excellent.
The economy produces 20,000 units to go to A.
How much does A contribute?
60,000.
Yeah, so it is 3 twos. 3, because 60 over 40 is 3 over 2.
And 40,000 for good B, which sells at
$1.
$1. Production of good A contributes, well, it's 60%. Right?
Yes.
I was thinking it's in comparison to good B.
Yes. So I'm just saying how much it'd be 3 twos because you just break it
As
down.
much as B as a production of good B. Yeah, you're right. It's B. Yeah, it's B for him. Because good B is selling 40, and that one's selling 60, so that's like 1.5 times good B. Or 1 1/3. Nice.
This one, number 6. The table. So this is B.
This was confusing. Yeah, it's B though.
It's B.
Jessica?
I did D.
What? This is why. This is why. We went through this one. This is why.
Okay.
So GDP, you start with GDP, and this is the page that says what you count and what you don't count. It says you count citizens abroad, and you were supposed to count income from foreigners earned in the country, is what we read. So you
Correct.
added those two into it. Because that's the gross national product. So if you didn't do the gross national, you would not count abroad, I believe is how it works. So then it would be 204.5.
204.
What page was that on? No, I'm just saying it'd be 205 if you did the other way. If you just did GDP, but we're doing GNP.
GNP, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and GNP.
So it's 200.
Plus 5
Plus-
and 9.
I think it's minus something because it says excludes.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
It's on 10.3 section.
10.3. Government.
Yeah, the wording on this was kind of confusing, but I think I'm pulling more for the 214.
So here we
Figured it
go.
out.
It says, what do you count in GDP? Consumption, investment, government purchase.
Yeah, it's down there. It says
Remember, it's
on
the
the
blue
box.
box.
Yeah.
Number 1.
The blue box. Yes. So gross is the total income earned by nation's permanent residents. And then it is the part that confuses. It says it differs from GDP that it includes income that our citizens earn abroad and excludes income
That's foreigners.
foreigners. Hold
So
on.
I thought it's minus.
Yeah, but if you exclude it, you don't minus it. You just leave it out.
You wouldn't count it, correct. But we do need to count what our citizens earned abroad. So how much did they earn abroad? 9?
9.
So it'd be 209. There's not one for 209.
Right.
This wording, I swear this wording is what we read like 100 times. Let me read that again.
So GDP includes this, both of them, but GNP it excludes it. So since GDP it has both of them on it, means that maybe we have to do minus.
I think you're correct.
I think.
There you go. Yes, you're correct. Because I'm reading the darn wording again. Because right now we're saying our GDP has it all in it. But we're trying to
Yeah.
find the GNP, which differs that GDP in the ink. Yeah, so it's going to be 204. It's going to be D.
All right. Sounds good.
It's got to be. It makes sense. I read that wording to Taylor like 30 times. Probably just confused myself every time I read it before because I was like, well, it says GDP is this. But it's not what we want. Okay, good enough.
7.
7 is D.
I
No. You did B.
did B.
So let me ask you this. Well, tell me why you do it. Let me see if I'm just mistaken why I do it.
Let me reread it. So he resold £3 for 4.5. So that's the final. And then the remaining, the rest, he sold them for 8. So that's another final.
So do you not count the first farmer that sells them to the Pecan, to the
No.
Smith's Fresh? You don't?
I don't.
Is that have to do with the same thing, Taylor, with the problems that asked about the wood going to the houses? They didn't count it until it was put in the house.
Oh, freaking hate those ones.
So is this the same concept of a prop? But how is it that the material's on the way to be sold somewhere else, you don't count it?
So it has to be counted like the final one, the one that goes to the household, to the family or anything like that. This one goes to another business. It's
You don't
like
count.
You don't count it unless it leaves the firms. goes to the households.
That's what I
Okay.
think, but I'm trying to find it.
Jessica, that's not what you think. That's right. It's got to be. It makes sense because I did some homework and I was confused on that, and that was the same concept. It's like, well, if the woods got cut out of the forest, you don't count it as part as a GDP. Yeah, is what it said.
Correct. Yeah.
So this is a similar concept from what I was reading then, I feel like. Seems the exact same. So
Awesome.
So this one is going to be off too then. It's going to be C, and I have D on 8. So is 8 C?
The seventh one?
Yeah, 8 is...
So it's 3 multiplying 4.5 plus 2 multiplying 8. So I did B. Wait, let me...
Wait, no, I think we're on question 8 now.
Oh, I got you. So, on 7's B. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I followed you. No, you're good. Okay, yeah,
but
we're on B.
let me read another sentence. It says, this is done because the value of intermediate good is already included in the prices of the final goods. So it makes more sense. I mean, he bought it for that price, but he sold it more expensive because the price is included on it. That makes sense.
It does. It does. I guess I'm seeing it's
Yeah.
one less way for them to calculate errors in GDP, maybe. But say that guy never sells those things he bought from the Smith's Fresh Pecans, that never goes into our GDP as a country if he just consumes them directly from the firm then.
Well, that's the thing, though, is as soon as I think he consumes them personally, then maybe that goes to GDP because then he's buying them for his own household then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know how you
Interesting.
mark that. Yeah. That's probably why they say on your taxes you can't overlap your personal into your business. Right? Like they make that a big note that any personal money that you have, like you have to try to keep that completely separate from your business account. Like you can't, like there can't be any sort of overlap.
So that, gotcha. So number 8's going to be 8 million then.
$8 million, this one.
Yeah, it's going to be 8 million. I originally I did D, but I was just doing the wrong calculation. So it'll be this. I was trying to do the other route. All right, number 9. I came up with D.
B? Yeah.
D.
No.
D.
No, B.
B. All right, let's see here.
B like butterfly.
Sting like bee. Be like butterfly. All right. And honestly, I don't think I really knew 100%. Item 1 is including consumption component. Is rent considered a consumption, I guess?
Yeah. In the consumption.
I never read that.
Yeah, the number 2. Why would 2 be an investment?
It's a newly constructed home.
The book says so.
No, dude, this is where it's a newly constructed home. So the wood and all that crap eventually came to play, and it's a new home. It says right there. Purchase of a new house is the one of form of household spending categories as an investment rather than a consumption. That's on page 201.
Yeah. I'm looking at that right now. Okay, cool.
But consumption, does it ever say anything about rent? That's why I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
With the exception of purchases of a new housing.
So it's everything that you consume except for new house.
Yeah.
Oh, so item 1 is consumption. And that's the only reason I didn't pick it is I was like, well, I don't see it in here, so I don't want it. So 9 is B. Okay.
Cool.
10.
Ha, Ann Arbor, Michigan, baby.
Buys a police car, huh? Is that close to you?
Yeah, it's like half an hour.
Nice. You're buying a freaking police card, man.
It's U of M, the big house.
Really? Clean up that hood.
Yeah. The number one, Dearborn is the number one most densely populated Muslims in the U.S. Muslim population. Pretty fun fact.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like 20 minutes from me.
That's cool. So we're going to do government expenditures and imports, B, for 10. B is in butterfly.
Yeah, I did say.
Nice. All right, 11. This was a little bit of a stretch. I came with A.
I did A too.
And let's see, we did consumption plus inventory plus government spending is what we got that from.
Yeah.
And we subtract that from the GDP. That's what got me that. 12, D.
D.
D is in dog?
D, like a dog. Yeah.
You. 13. Where are we at here?
We got A.
A.
Same.
Okay.
Look at us.
Heck yeah. 14 is D.
Same for me.
D is in the dog. Down with the. Okay. 15. Earlier when we were working, Taylor put his mic on mute and I didn't, and I started singing and I was really embarrassed. He had to remind me that he could hear me.
I was like, hey man, I'm trying to read.
I was embarrassed. I was like, I'm glad I didn't say anything weird.
Just saying, like, man, I freaking hate Taylor, man. He sucks.
I would never say because I never thought of it. But like, I don't know what I would say weird, like talk to someone on the phone and he wasn't listening. At any rate, it was funny as heck. 15 is D. Another dog.
I didn't do this one.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, let's look at it. And this is what we did. I got some notes. Do you have some notes, Taylor? I'm looking here.
Sure.
We took them and we priced out our actual totals.
Mm-hmm.
So for 2017, you get your total sales. What we look at is 1250 for 17, and for 18 is 1920.
Right, we just took the difference.
Yeah,
and then divided it by the total for year 2017.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what we did. And why did we do that again? That's exactly what we did, and that gave us the number.
Because that told us how much from 2017 it grew to 2018.
Yes.
Right.
Nice. So this one was D.
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 Yeah.
I don't know how to make it.
16, we did not know how to do.
Dude, I did.
Yeah?
Oh, shoot, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that was the one that we said we were going to talk about.
We were gonna let the genius help us. So do you figure this one?
Well, I'm not sure between A and C.
So what did you do? Help me see what you did.
So, then let me read it again.
Okay.
So the deflator, that's how you say it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it increases, so that means that it has an increase in price.
I think it's C.
But yeah, I'm not sure about the output. Like, how do you know if it increases or just the same, but the price is just increased?
I think the output is demonstrated by the total GDP.
What's the deflator represent?
The deflator, that has to do with inflation.
Inflation, yeah.
Inflation?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So remember we took the two and we subtracted them?
Yeah.
And so the two that you would subtract would be 85 to 100. 85 is for year 2010 and 100 for 2009. Subtract that, and that gives us
15.
But no, hold up, because you do it. No, that's right. Yeah, you do it. That's what you do. And then you subtract it, and that gives us 15% inflation.
But
So that would mean the price level would rise.
yeah. But what about the output? That's the one I don't. No.
Real output and the rose, or it fell? Well, the output, I think it's just because it says the GDP is less in 2010 than it is in 2009.
Yeah, but that's nominal. It's not the real GDP. So maybe it just
Right.
rose because of prices, you know? So I don't know.
But no, but it didn't rise. It fell. So even with more inflation, it would have fallen even more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh,
And I have nothing to say to this. I still don't know what we're doing.
The years are backwards on you.
Yes.
yeah. Well, both the deflator also decreased. Yeah, both of them.
Yes, it increased from 2009 to 2010, and our GDP decreased.
No, it went down.
It went down. So both of them went
Down. Oh. So it's either B or C.
Dang, that's a tough one.
Here, let me look at it real quick. How to find the inflation real quick. This will help. Deflator for year 2 minus it for year 1. Yeah, so that means you have inflation. So that means you do the 85 is year 2, subtract 100. No, that's it. So we don't have inflation. It's the backwards.
Yeah.
Because it's year 2 is 85 and year 1 is 100. So we do not have inflation. So that means we need to times it. I think that 15, I think that's a percentage. So I think we can even times our 115 on the year 2. 115 billion. We're going to times that by 1.15. And that would give us 132. So I'm going to say real output rose and the price level fell. So I'm going to say B.
That was one of.
That's how you. The only issue with that is how you apply the inflation. Like, what is that 15? You know?
You know, I was
it
thinking this way, actually. Since it doesn't have inflation, it means that there's less output. Because nothing happened with the prices.
Well, how do you know that it didn't anything happen with the prices?
Well, if it has an inflation, then the price will rise. Sorry.
Right. But we know it didn't have inflation. We just figured that out right now.
So since the GDP decreased, it means that there is less output.
But that's the thing, though, is that if you apply inflation, if you apply that 15%, the number it gives you is 132 billion, which is higher than the 125.
I don't know.
You guys, I don't know.
So yeah, I think the prices went down, but output went up. So
I get both sides of it, though. I mean, and here's my other concern, though. Sitting in dude, in Econ, sometimes it's just literally looking at the numbers and not actually using the numbers, right? So GDP does show real output fell according to 115 from 125.
Right.
So that's why.
The key that she brought up is that it's nominal, or however you say that, nominal GDP, which means that's dependent on prices for each year changed.
True. So, and that's what puts you leaning towards a real output rose then, because you took the number and used that with the deflator.
Right.
Which also, is that the process they told you to use? I don't remember in the book where it said that.
Yeah, so it's page 207.
207?
And it tells you that number they give you, that is a percentage, and how you apply it is you multiply it back in.
So GDP, deflator year 2 minus 1 divided by year 1 times 100.
So year 2 is 2010. That's 85 minus the 100, which gives you negative 15. divided by 100.
Which is 0.15 negative.
Right. But it's negative 0.15. So anti-inflation. So it means that prices went back down 15%. So.
Huh. So Jessica, are you still going with C?
No.
Do you see B in there? I see what the numbers. I just did the calculations. That makes sense doing the number route.
Yeah, I think it's B.
Okay. 17. Freaking Taylor on his A game with math over there. I believe it is. Oh shoot! Did I put B on this one? I think.
Yeah, that's what we did.
But
we weren't. Yeah, we got B.
Yeah, I did B too.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to be correct. Don't remember how we did it. 18B.
Yep.
Yeah.
19D.
I didn't do this one.
GDP.
No, dude, didn't we say the average person?
Yeah,
I think it's average.
It should be average. GDP per person tells us the income and expenditure of the average person. Yeah, if it's per person. Yeah, I would think so. I don't know why I picked the other. And 20, I believe, is A. Anything else from you, A's?
I didn't do this one.
Okay, and the reason I'm being is the underground economy. This was one that was in a box too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I.
Page 210.
Okay.
It's where it talks about it.
Which section?
210
Part 4.
section 10 to 10.5 is where it's in a couple from there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's right.
Criminal activities make up a large portion of what could be termed the total underground economy. It's on page 211. So the underground economy, excludes the amount of, no.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. Hold on. No, hold on a second.
No, dude, you're right. Criminal activities make up a large portion of what could be termed the total underground economy.
Well, this says the underground economy excludes the amount of criminal activity in the economy. So am I reading those right?
I'm going to say it's D, maybe.
Okay. Broadly defined, the underground, gray, informal, or shadow economy involves otherwise legal transactions that go unreported or unrecorded. That's a wide net capturing everything from babysitting fees, bartending, home repairs. The underground label tends to make it sound much more sinister than it really is.
So it's C.
Yes. C.
Okay.
Yep. I read that wrong. It doesn't exclude. It just says this is something that happens in the underground economy, I think.
All right. Awesome. Good job, team.
See, it is. Yeah, that's good stuff. Now, does this class have a test review? Did you guys notice anything?
I'm not sure.
Exam review.
Was there? Okay. Well, I'm going to do some review I'm taking a test Thursday tomorrow. If anybody wants to do a review, and let me know. I'm just going to go through and try and work through some problems. There's got to be a review test in Apelia or somewhere. So, yeah. That's where I'll go.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I'll submit the video to our page. I don't know if that's recorded, but if you need it, I'll submit it there for the link.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. Later, guys. Thanks, Jessica.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.